Chad Ricardo and I am here with Mychale Salahuddin. This is a DKN sports special. National Signing Day is right around the corner, but today we've got an exclusive with Mike. He is a class of 2018 prospect. Mike, we want to get to you early to find out how the recruiting process is going and what your thoughts and feelings are about it.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to start you off on this. Now, you're a student out there at HD Woodson. One of the things that I love about Woodson, man, is that Woodson really represents the community. You know, I mean, there's a certain heart, a soul, a passion that goes with being an individual, a student athlete at Woodson. What's it like to go out there on the football field and represent your community playing for that team?
Oh, it feels awesome. It's a tradition, a legacy of hard work, a lot of wins, a lot of dedication, a lot of young men, young black African-American men just trying to put their family and their friends out of hard times.
Now, since you speak to that, let's go ahead and go there for a minute. All of the African-American young men, all of the black student athletes who are attempting to raise their own profile for their families, does it mean more then, from your perspective, for you all to be out there on the football field and striving for your goals?
Oh, yeah, it means everything. It means everything. Just picking up offers, picking up championships, all in a small school, like in a small area. It's just awesome. It's awesome.
As you know, I've been following you for a couple of years now. You know, I had the opportunity to see you on tape, and right away I looked at it and I was like, this young man here is a top prospect.
Yeah.
Of course, your Twitter handle also is top prospect. Now that's really coming to fruition. Everybody else is starting to realize that as well. Yeah. At what point did you know internally that you were a special student athlete?
I knew I was a special student athlete since Little League, playing with my teammates, always having to be the leader of the team, always having to motivate others. I knew it was something that I could do, something I could do with this talent. Man, it just stuck with me, always trying to lead by example.
Like we said here, class of 2018, National Signing Day is upon us. I don't anticipate you signing with, are you signing with anybody in the next? Okay, I didn't think so, because it's just warming up for you. 8 offers on the table right now. Some of those big-time schools out there. We've got University of Maryland, so you got an opportunity to partake in the movement if you so choose. That backfield out there is getting a little crowded, but we'll see. Also, Virginia Tech on the table, UVA on the table, Oklahoma, Parnell Motley, another HD Woodson graduate, is out there as well. You got a couple of SEC schools as well.
Yes, sir.
Bevy of schools that are after you right now. Which ones have you been the most impressed with thus far, and are there any others that you're looking forward to hearing from?
Yeah, it actually racked up to 12, matter of fact.
Oh, man.
And one school in particular, Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
They're really showing a lot of connections, a lot of love. Telling me that I can play both sides of the ball, coming in, early impact on the field. Another school that's, of course, a stay-home movement. Of course, it's a deep backfield, 2017 class. Got Tayon Fleet Davis. I played with him when I was with Little League. You got Anthony McFarland. I believe it's the #1 running back.
Absolutely.
New Jersey. It's a deep backfield over there. I would love to go stay home. Another school that really stuck out to me is Virginia Tech.
Wow.
Going up there with Sean Boogie.
Absolutely.
He can boogie. It'll be a show up there, Virginia Tech. Another school, Arkansas, just going away, going to put DC on the map.
Go play down with Brett Bielma,
yes,
correct?
Sir.
Absolutely. Now, in my opinion, like I said, I believe that by the time that it's all said and done, maybe even by the time camp season is over, that you will be the top all-purpose back in the state of Maryland, if not in the entire region, for the class of 2018. Recruiting process heating up. I said 8. It's gone to 12 overnight here. What has the recruiting process been like for you thus far? Has it been what you anticipated? What surprises have come at you?
The recruiting process, it was kind of slow at first, which is always anticipated. But it was slow, and then overnight, it just struck me. Picked up 3 offers in one day. The next day, I picked up 2 in one day. The next day, I picked up about 2 more, and it just happened overnight. It's all through God.
So we'll likely get up and above 20, especially after you put together another big-time season like you had this past year. You rushed for over 1,000 yards. I know you got it done on the defensive side of the ball as well. What I want to know from you is this, is once we get to that 20, that 25 mark, we got more SEC schools. I'm sure that USC, maybe UCLA will start throwing wrinkles in there as well, because you don't only run the ball, you catch the ball well out of the backfield as well. What will it come down to for you, though? What will be the key factors in determining where it is that you go to school?
A key factor is how their relationship is, the relationship. Of course, playing time is always a factor, but the relationships most, how we are able to communicate with one another. Am I chasing them? Are they chasing me? Who I'm going to be going up there with? It's a lot of things that play in contact, but relationships with the coaches is probably the best thing.
You are on the verge again of making it to a point, to harken back to where we started this conversation. You're on the point to making it to a point where a lot of our young men of color don't ever make it. You're on the point of getting out of going to school or furthering yourself, not only on the football field, but also in college as well. What words of advice do you have for the young men, the freshmen that are at Woodson now, the kids that are in middle school, the kids that are even in elementary school that are watching you on TV right now? What words of advice do you have for them so that they can end up where you are?
I just want to tell everybody, just wait your turn. The tables are going to turn. It's just got to hard work, stick with God. The tables are going to turn. It's going to happen, and you're not going to know what happened. You just got to wait. It's going to come. They're going to find you.
Mike, you got a fan in me. Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Chad Ricardo, this has been DKN.